this video, I'm going to show you 3 acoustic rhythm guitar grooves that will help you up your rhythm game. Welcome back to Relax Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and Maggie May, isn't as anxious for her treats today. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started. So our members have been asking a lot lately about rhythm, guitar, and grooves. We've done some really cool live lessons on this topic. If you'd like more information about our membership option, you can check out the link in the description below. But the great thing, especially, about the guitar, but I gravitate toward the acoustic guitar, is the possibilities are endless. And there's so much you can do with your rhythm and timing. And I think a great way to do that is to get used to some acoustic guitar grooves. I actually did another video on this topic. You can check it out here when we're finished with this one. And it's just a great way to incorporate these into your daily playing. So I got 3 more kind of must-know acoustic guitar grooves or strum patterns, whatever you want to call them, in this video. The first one I'm going to call the busy pattern.
Sounds good though.
You like it? This one will serve you well. So it's a 16th note pattern. A lot of, especially the lessons I do here on Relax Learn Guitar, we talk a lot about strum patterns and like quarter notes, which you're just counting as 1, 2, 3, 4. In this 16th note pattern, we're going to divide each of those ones into 4. So we're going to count it this way. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and as you notice, my hand is just strumming down and up, and it doesn't stop. If you'd like some songs to practice these rhythms and other rhythms too, check out the link in the description below for my free song lesson bundle, where you'll learn how to play 3 great rock tunes with just 5 chords. And we'll kind of start there. I'm just playing an E minor 7 chord. That would be 1 strum pattern or 1 bar. I'm just switching to a C add 9. Back and forth. Now if you just did this, it's not horrible, but it's going to get probably pretty... It's going to get monotonous, a little boring for your listeners or for your own listening pleasure. So this one's all about where to accent a strum. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to accent each of the down strums that start that 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and when I accent something, I just mean strum a little bit harder, a little louder. And we're just going to do that on the whole notes or the whole parts of the beat. I don't know if that's the right musical terminology. We're gonna accent the numbers: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and so you have this. I always say start out slow and work up your speed as you go. It's more important to get it correct first and then play it quickly later. But eventually you're going to start, as you listen to more music and you work on these grooves, you're going to start hearing them when you listen to music. Vicky's even doing it. So just from being around the guitar, she'll be like, hey, is that the old faithful guitar groove? Or, whatever it might be. So start with the accents on the numbers. And then you can start experimenting with where to put those accents. So there's no secret to this, guys. It's steady rhythm. You want a pretty light touch. You don't want to dig into it. You want a light touch. Most of this wrist action is where that kind of sound comes from. Then start experimenting with the accents on those beats. You can do something like this. If you like this lesson so far and you're getting something out of it, remember to hit that like button. We would really appreciate it. Next up, we're going to do a little country here. This one is, well, we'll start here. The first thing we can learn for this strum pattern or groove, I'm just playing a G chord. I'll just go from a G to a C add 9 to a D. So G, C, D, very, very common. And we'll start it this way. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. If you're counting that, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can slow it down. Well, let's see. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll just do that first. I think what really makes this rhythm, though, or this groove, is we're going to play the bass notes of the chords, or the root notes. You can hear them called bass or root notes. For this G chord, it's the 6th string. So we're going to put a bass note in for that first down strum. It becomes a bass down up pattern. That C is a 5th string bass. The D is a 4th string. Back to the G. You can get a little more fancy, do a little palm muting.
And speed it up.
Speed with time, yeah.
Yes.
You can go slow at first, but then, yeah, once you start doing a little palm muting and speeding up this this groove,
Total country.
you're going to start hearing a little country, maybe a little Johnny Cash in there.
Yep.
He's the man. So bass down up, bass down up. When I say palm mute, I'm just taking the fat part of my palm here. I'm resting it directly on my strings back by the bridge of the guitar. You'll have to experiment a little bit with your own guitar. You don't want to be too far up here toward the sound hole because you'll get a kind of a sound. You want to mute it, but you still want to hear it. Now, not all songs are in 4/4 time, and I'll give in a ton of the songs, especially here on Relax on the Guitar, are 4/4 time. But there are songs in 3/4 or 6/8 time, and this pattern works really well with it, with those time signatures. I call this the Gordon Lightfoot pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you're counting this for 6/8 time, you would do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. But in my brain, I don't do a lot of 5s and 6s, so I just kind of think of it this way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. You recognize that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you have a question? You were looking at me funny.
No.
No? Good. All right.
Which beat are you stressing?
Good question. I'm stressing like the first one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3
Okay.
and. Stress that first beat. Just kind of like we were stressing beats in that 16th note or that busy pattern. Just adds more interest. Then we're going to an E minor shape, same pattern. That's a good way to put some chords to this pattern, but the pattern works for anything. We could go back to that G and C, add 9. You could even do the G, C, D. So the chords don't matter as much. That's what's going to obviously give you the sound you're playing.
Right.
But the most important part is really kind of getting these grooves or these patterns to kind of be a part of your daily, just hanging out on the couch. You don't have to fret any chords. You can just mute your strings and kind of play the drums on your guitar. Doing these things will really help your rhythm. Adding those 3 grooves or strumming patterns to your daily practice will really take it to the next level for you. I've got another lesson here for you on strumming softly. If you add that skill, strumming softly, and these grooves, you will be well on your way. Remember that Vicky and Maggie and I very much appreciate your views, your support here on YouTube. It's amazing. And remember also that you are never too old to learn.
Take care.